What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. In tonight's video, I am doing my very reluctant review on Hubie Halloween. It is no secret, I'm not the biggest fan of Adam Sandler's comedies, particularly those that have been dropping on Netflix lately. However, this is what I do. It's called Susan's Review, so I gotta review something new, right? But before I do, if you are new here and you enjoy content like this, hit that red subscribe down below so you don't miss anything in the future. Okay, so what the hell is Hubie Halloween all about? It is a weird ass title starring Adam Sandler. This is obviously his production company, Happy Madison, putting on yet another throwaway comedy on Netflix. So Adam Sandler obviously is the star. He plays Hubie, nickname for Hubert. He is the town joke. He is a laugh. He has a ridiculous voice that he's putting on, probably a combination from The Waterboy and some other kind of weird gibberish that Adam Sandler is known for. And he's the laughingstock of the entire town. He is a loser. All he cares about is narking on people and going to the cops every 5 seconds and letting them know what terrible things are going on in town. That's pretty much all that he does. This is what this movie is about. It takes place on Halloween night. And in particular, Hubie likes to make sure that the entire neighborhood is minding their rules and always doing the right thing on Halloween and not getting into any trouble. Well, as he's doing this, there's mysterious disappearances happening to everyone around that kind of makes fun of Hubie. Is Hubie involved? No. I am going to say that no, he's not involved. Spoiler alert, he's not involved. All right, so that is the basic premise of this movie. It is not highly creative whatsoever. I will say there are a few spots where I did laugh, mainly because of the running jokes that they had throughout the entire movie. The number one thing that made me laugh was Hubie's thermos. This is something that ran throughout the entire movie, and I laughed every single time. So Adam Sandler carries a thermos on him at all times. He makes note in the movie that it's like a Swiss Army knife. He created it a long time ago. Every single time he uses it is for a different reason in the movie, and that really made me laugh. One scene, it's a flashlight. The next, it's a bullhorn. The next one, it's an umbrella. Every time he whipped that thing out, I was laughing. And then there's also his mother, played by, what's her name? I forget her name. But she's been in a lot of things recently. If you watch this, then you will know who this is. But she's always wearing a t-shirt with a graphic saying on it, some kind of sexual innuendo, and she brags that she gets these at the Goodwill for 50 cents. It's really funny, and it happens throughout the entire movie. Those are the highlights. Plus, there are a lot of cameos, pretty decent celebrity cameos in this movie. Very surprising. We have the usual suspects. Kevin James is in this. Rob Schneider shows up. Then when we have Ben Stiller shows up in the very first scene of the movie is Ben Stiller. I was like, what's he doing here? Ben Stiller shows up. Steve Buscemi makes an appearance. We have Julie Bowen, of course, as the hot love interest that somehow Adam Sandler always seems to get. And also Ray Liotta. Apparently Ray Liotta doesn't have much going on besides those, AARP commercials? I don't know, but he's got to talk to his agent if he's doing Hubie Halloween. All right, but I understand with the whole phenomenon situation, desperate times call for desperate measures, and we got to do what we can. So those were the highlights for me in this movie, and that's really not saying much. Let's get to the bad in this movie. Overall, this film is bad. It's a bad Adam Sandler film on Netflix. It really kills me considering we know what he's capable of doing. Watching Uncut Gems, he has the talent. Put it to use, Adam. I am begging you, put it to use. It's really sad when his two daughters and his wife are also in this movie. And it's really sad when his two younger daughters give a better performance than he does. I actually enjoyed them in this movie. I did not mind them. And if you see them, you know they're Adam Sandler's kids. They look just like him. All right, so more bad stuff. The main thing For me, way too many subplot lines going on. You got to keep it simple. Okay, you have Hubie, he's going around town, he's narking on everyone, and then there's disappearances. That should be the movie, right? No, we have an escaped mental patient, there's a werewolf on the loose, we have the disappearing, we have kids wandering around with their own subplot line. There's way too many things happening. Way too much going on. This movie ran about 15 minutes over what it should have, and it's because of all these plot lines happening. It was just way too much to handle. And then Adam Sandler's gibberish just really got on my nerves. I'm lucky I had the closed captioning. I am sure if I did not have that available to me, I wouldn't be able to understand what he was saying. We would have had a Tenet type situation going on. However, I don't think this was as bad as Tenet. But anyway, it was just really hard to understand him sometimes because he's talking like this. Adam, just do a regular voice. I would have appreciated him more, and I probably would have enjoyed this movie more if he just played a regular person. If he just played a regular person, no weird voice going on. And yeah, play the nerd in town, but have like a sweet personality or something. I would have enjoyed that most likely, but he has to take it a little bit too far and amp it up with the weird voice. There's CGI vomiting in the first 5 minutes. That should tell you right there where this movie is going. And then the running gags, the other running gags that I didn't really find as funny, they got old pretty quickly. Every time Hubie is on his bicycle, they're always throwing stuff, like a couch comes out of nowhere and a light post or something. It's just so over the top. This movie is just over the top. And then I think the biggest thing that bothered me the most was Kevin James's wig. Oh my Lord. The first scene where you see him, he's in the cop car, and they panned over to his hair, you could tell that that is a wig. It is so bad. They didn't make any effort whatsoever. I kind of thought for a second, well, is that a Halloween costume? Because we are in Halloween, but then they showed pictures of him in the younger days and he had the same hairdo. So apparently not. Overall, do I recommend you to waste your time watching this movie? Well, if you are a hardcore, die-hard fan of Adam Sandler, absolutely. Yes, you should watch this. If you're like, on the bubble, okay, watch it one time and you're good. You don't need to watch it anymore. But if you're like me and you just avoid Adam Sandler altogether, and if you miss this, your life will not be affected one way or the other. But more importantly, let me know down below, what did you think of Hubie Halloween if you did see it? Did you love it or did you hate it? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.